So there's no beauty filter on this, so don't come for me. Alright? Someone please tell me how to turn it on. If it's a thing still, because I do not know how to work TikTok. I'm a YouTube girly, so. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with eyebrows. The first step, because I feel like it's like easier to do them before everything else rather than after. That's what we're doing, but if you feel different and you find it easier after everything, go ahead. Brush up your eyebrows. And then I fill them in. So basically I just follow my shape. I don't really do anything different with my eyebrows. I don't change it like that. I basically followed the shape, and now I'm going to brush the eyebrow, kind of like blending it in. Just like this. Don't worry about messing up on it. We're going to carve them so it doesn't look crazy at the end. So basically I just do the same thing on the other side. I did do my skincare before this, and I do want to say it is an essential part of before, because you know you need a good base in order to get good makeup, so you need a clean one. So definitely wash your face first and do all of that, like toner. You don't have to do toner, but like do whatever you do skin wise. Make sure to moisturize. Don't hold back on the moisturizer. Even if you're oily, it really helps you, and that could really be the cause of your oil too. You're not getting enough moisture. We just need to carve them now. So like I said, it doesn't matter what shape they have. You're gonna carve them out to your liking. So just take a bright concealer. Okay, I do not go over my eyebrows. I only do it down here, because we're going to be going over the eyebrows with foundation. You'll see. So I'll take this flat brush right here to do the carving. This is the Conceal It LA Colors Cover and Correct Concealer in the shade Fair. Oh crap. Oh no. Well, just go with it. So just trace the shape of your eyebrow like this. Try not to get it on your eyebrow, like I did. And just blend that concealer down to your eyelid, like just above, like right there. Now that we're done with that, we can move on to our base. You're gonna want to have a damp beauty sponge at the ready, because you're gonna use this to apply your foundation. And I don't mean like completely drench it in water, drown it. No, you know, just run it through the water, cover it all, and then squeeze it out. Let it dry while you're doing your eyebrows or whatever else you do before your foundation. You know, I use this little beauty blender to make sure that underneath of my eyebrows are completely blended, because sometimes they do end up crusty on the bottom and it just looks disgusting and unblended. So I definitely go back in. But now our foundation that I'm going to be using, you can use whatever foundation, but make sure that it's right for your skin type, because if you have oily skin, go for a matte one. If you have dry skin, definitely do dewy. Okay, me, I have oily skin, so I'm going to be using a matte foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Buff Biscuit. But before we put foundation on, obviously we have to prime. So the primer that I've been using is the Power Grip Primer plus 4% niacinamide. It's the pink one. you know, for reference, if you don't know about the, you know, niacinamide, whatever, yeah, the pink one. You can use whatever, but like I said, you know, make sure it aligns with your skin type. Okay. So put it all over your face. Drench your face in it because you want your makeup to stay. It fell on my leg. Just tap it in, okay? Let it sit after. It's important because you want your makeup to look good. Foundation. I put it right here. Then I put it right here. Okay, pretty much everywhere. And if you don't have enough, don't be afraid to put more on. Everything is falling. We are going to blend with a beauty sponge. You can pretty much use whatever beauty sponge from whatever store. I have the Real Techniques from Walmart. You're going to tap it. Tap the foundation. Don't drag it. And when you get to the neck, just drag it. Like this. Because let me tell you, it is very important for your product to blend down to your neck and for your neck to be the same color as your product, because it's definitely noticeable when you don't blend to your neck. You want to make sure that your foundation is getting to the above of your eyebrows, so it's kind of acting like you carved it. Of course, before foundation, if you had your same tone of concealer, you can spot conceal and then go over it with foundation. Okay, so it's time for everybody's favorite concealer. So, my concealer is to brighten only. So I love that under eye brightening. Make sure that I try to evenly distribute it so I don't look whiter on one side, but you know, sometimes that happens. Like right here. And yeah, that's basically it. I used a tiny one so I can get under the crevices of my eyes. You know, this one is from the e.l.f. pack, that trio sponge, whatever, and I just basically blend. I stay under my eye. That's very important. Don't go on your eyelid, at least not for this look. And blend. Try to stay in the same places, okay? Under the eye. No, don't touch here. Don't, you know, go up. Go as up, I mean, for your face, facial structure. Like, what lifts your face? You want to lift your face. After you've blended out your concealer, the next step, I'll let you guess. What are your guesses? Wrong. It's setting powder. This is a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. I have a new one, but the Beauty Creations, I'll be honest, is very drying and it doesn't make your makeup last. It is not, and I'll be honest. I have a better experience using this one from the drugstore than buying it from a name brand, you know. So I might as well just use this one. I'm going to be applying it with this powder puff from e.l.f. It's a bit dirty, but you know, it gets the job done. So I'm going to be patting the powder. Make sure to put it the places that you put the concealer. Pat in the crevices and also your foundation, because you want your whole makeup to last, but especially the places that you get oily. And I basically put it everywhere, all over my face, because I am very oily and my makeup does tend to not make it throughout the day. So depending on how your makeup does, apply your setting powder according to that. You don't want to keep this out though, okay? Don't put it away just yet. We are going to need this and you'll understand why soon. Keep your setting powder on for a good few minutes, depending if it dries really fast, if it dries out your face, you know, keep it on for less time, but I usually aim for about 2 to 3 to 5 minutes. You know, make sure that your makeup is really gonna stay on. You're just gonna want to grab a fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush, wipe your setting powder off that you've applied after letting it sit for a few minutes, few seconds, whatever is ideal for your face. So I have right here the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, up to 16-hour wear. This is the e.l.f. one. I use this particular one to set my makeup during the makeup process. I have a whole different one that I use after everything. Continuing, I forgot. I'm just gonna use the Dramatic blush for this one. So I don't know if this palette is discontinued or not. I got it at HEB. It's the Euphoric Star palette. So I'm gonna be using this one, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Superstar. Y'all really can't see it. It's like a hot pink, if you will. I'm going to be applying it with this blush. It's so hard to speak. So I'm going to be applying it with this brush. It's a lot smaller, so I'm in control. You're going to keep it right here. We're going to give it a lifted look. And we're going to go for a lifted look. And you can drag it down, but not too much, okay? Keep it here. Just keep going up. Okay, I think it went clown. So basically, you get the gist, keep blending it, keep going up with it. Okay, so what I did was I blended it out with this bigger one instead. So I applied with this one and then tried to blend it out as much as I could, but it wasn't working out, so I went in with this one. And it turned out really nice.
This part got cut off, but these are all the places I put my bronzer.
So now that I'm done bronzing my face, I'm gonna go in with contour for my nose. I'm still kind of learning when it comes to contour. So definitely go look up separate tutorials for that one, unless you want to try this, but I'm not using the right side. Wait. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, this is the kind of stuff that happens. So this is the end result of the nose contour. I don't make it too dramatic, but I do blend it in and stuff, you know, and I try to do that Ariana Grande nose button, whatever. I think it looks really cute, so I do it. So you're gonna put setting powder to carve out your contour or your bronzer. Okay, yeah, so you're gonna carve out your contour like that. Just let that sit on you, and then I'm going to be putting mascara on now. So this is the Colossal Waterproof Maybelline New York mascara. Just a yellow tube. I just picked this up. It's collagen infused. I don't really care about all that stuff. As long as it gets the job done, really. So yeah, you just want to apply it until your lashes look to your liking. Pretty much like lifted and somewhat better than what they used to look like. You're golden. Okay, so this is what my aftermath looks like. I put the mascara on, my eyelashes are somewhat lifted and they look prettier than they used to. So now we're gonna take off the powder. We're gonna take off the powder. You know, just where you put it. Blend it. Okay, yeah, so I went in with the Milani Make It Last matte setting spray. This is a charcoal 16-hour wear, pretty much. You get the gist. It's for oil control. A good combo is the No Pore Zone Milani primer for a very matte look. If you want it to last, these two babies are your holy grails, okay? From experience, try it for yourself if you have oily skin. Our second to last step would be highlight. So I have this Polvo de Hadas or whatever, I don't even know. I'm not gonna try. I already tried, but I'm not gonna try anymore. So, you know, it's like highlighter. So, you know, just put it there. You don't have to put it on your cheeks. I don't put it on my cheeks. Yeah, so pretty much self-explanatory. Just I put it on my nose, like the tip, and then my bridge, and then my arches underneath my eyebrows. And then now you want to put your favorite lippy. So usually do lip liner and then like a lipstick lip combo, but for me, for this video, I'm just gonna be putting on lip gloss. That's a lot. This is a random lip gloss I got from Shein. So I hope you liked this makeup tutorial. If you did, like this video. Alright.